The automobile landscape in India has changed drastically in the last decade. Many important global players in the automotive industry have set up full-fledged production facilities in the country. After all, it is in emerging economies like India that the real growth story is unfolding. Here are some figures. In 1997-98, car production in India stood at around 400,000 vehicles. By 2007-2008, this figure had risen to over 1,400,000, an increase of over 250%. This trend clearly offers plenty of opportunities for the manufacturers of automobile components. These are predominantly small to medium-sized firms. But while some of these SMEs have reached world-class standards, a vast majority of them still face constraints which prevent them from reaping the benefits of this overall positive trend. A study initiated by the Automotive Component Manufacturers Association of India, or ACMA, was revealing.
We discovered that the Indian industry had major gaps. The major gaps were in manufacturing, production, quality, productivity, and wherever you say.
Take this shop floor for instance. This machine is idle simply because all the raw material has been used up. Better planning could have prevented such a situation and contributed to higher productivity. Or take the case of this operator who is working in a poorly lit condition. Study after study has shown that this leads to eye strain, headaches, and a reduction in mental alertness. Inevitably, quality suffers. Then, consider this corner of the shop floor. The open pit means that there is an accident waiting to happen. The result, disruption of production and demoralized employees. These are just 3 examples of the kind of gaps that characterize the smaller auto component manufacturers. Clearly, they were just not equipped to meet the increasingly stringent technical and quality requirements imposed on them by global buyers throughout the supply chain.
The global requirements were totally new to us. We did not know how to respond to these challenges, and we were not prepared for these kind of challenges.
Recognizing this problem, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, or UNIDO, launched a new initiative in 1999, a supplier development program to assist the upgrading of SME component manufacturers through the provision of specialized counseling services.
We believe that the auto component industry in India has a tremendous potential for increased exports, and therefore that the enterprises, and particularly the smaller companies of the industry, need to upgrade their capacities to take full benefit, full advantage of these international opportunities.
The program, executed in partnership with ACMA, was supported by the Government of India.
We would like the auto component manufacturing enterprises of India not only to satisfy all the requirements of the OEMs manufacturing from India, but also to export a large amount outside. That's why this program assumes a lot of significance and would be of great importance to the SMEs manufacturing in the auto components.
ACMA is the most important association of the auto component manufacturers, and they articulate the demands of the sector. UNIDO comes in with the critical gap filling inputs and provides the necessary training, the skills, the upgradation, and that is why this partnership is sustainable and appealing.
The supplier development program was implemented in 4 different regions of India and covered more than 120 enterprises. The objective was to help enterprises improve their production processes, make them globally competitive, and put them on a sustainable growth path.
This could be achieved by empowering the employees to locate problems, explore solutions, and implement the improvements in the process.
The UNIDO-ACMA program trained and worked with a number of specialized counselors who accompanied the automotive component manufacturers in their upgrading journey. The counselors paid around 45 visits to every SME in the course of a 30-month period. Working both with the management and the employees, they provided custom-made advice, set upgrading objectives and checked progress.
During my counseling, we taught all the companies simple techniques like workplace improvement and safe working conditions and waste elimination through Kaizens, small improvements, and preventing and eliminating the customer complaints.
Important were the monthly review meetings. That's when participating companies visited each other's shop floors to see the kinds of improvements that had been implemented. Enterprises, despite being competitors in the same market, also shared experiences and learned from each other. Such constant cross-fertilization of ideas had a positive impact on the quality of improvements. It also accelerated the pace of implementation. So what have been the kinds of improvements? Take the case of this newly introduced tool trolley that allows cutting tools to be brought all the way to the machine. This has reduced the tool changeover time significantly and thus led to higher productivity and output. Then, consider this drilling machine. Recently, the machine was fitted with an automatic pneumatic probe. This innovation prevents the drill from damaging the inner core. As a result, product rejections have come down significantly. Press machines like these offer another example.
पहिल्यांदा आमचा शूज पायामध्ये असल्यामुळे आम्ही जॉब ठेवल्यानंतर दोन्ही हात आमच्या आतमध्ये असायचे. कधी कधी चुकून त्या स्ट्रोकवरती पाय पडल्यानंतर स्ट्रोक खाली आल्यानंतर माझा हात असा लागलेला हाताला त्याच्या लागल्यानंतर माझी बोटं गेलेली. त्याच्यानं प्रॉडक्टच्या नंतर आम्ही 2 शूज बसवलेत. शूज बसवल्यानंतर जॉब दोन्ही हाताने ठेवल्यानंतर दोन्ही हात मोकळे होऊन शूजवरती दाबल्यानंतर त्याच्यानंतर स्ट्रोक खाली येऊन परत वरती जातो. त्याच्यामुळे आमचा इजा होऊ शकत नाही, हात कुठं जाऊ शकत नाही त्याच्यामध्ये मशीनमध्ये.
Enterprises have implemented many such small improvements. Cumulatively, the impact has been significant.
We have initiated more than 500 improvements in our plants in the past 2 years, and out of which around 400 plus have already been implemented, especially by the down the line people who are in the shop.
What is also significant is the level of employee participation. Suppliers have set up dedicated groups and committees whose mandate is to suggest and implement changes for the better. And this process is not allowed to be fettered by barriers of departments and hierarchies.
The beauty of this program that it involves complete strata of the organization in this program, right from the operator till the supervisor and the manager. Everybody contributes to the program and it creates a sense of ownership about the kind of effort we put and the kind of work we do.
A decade has gone by since the program began. And in this period, participating firms have turned themselves around dramatically. Take, for instance, this enterprise. After the program, labor productivity here has increased by over 300%. And this enterprise has more than doubled its turnover in 30 months.
60% of this could be attributed to this UNIDO-ACMA program.
If SMEs have gained significantly, so have their clients, the large enterprises with global markets.
The program has resulted in continuous and sustained improvements in key performance indicators and key performance results.
But there are other challenges ahead. Upgrading activities will have to be extended to cover the entire supply chain. Moreover, it is a process that has to happen continuously. After all, global requirements are likely to become more demanding over time. SMEs may then need to respond decisively to other issues, such as energy efficiency and cleaner production, recycling of wastes, the creation of a safe working environment, and the retention of talented and skilled workers. Such efforts will be important for ensuring the well-being of the environment, the well-being of the workers and their families, and ultimately that of the Indian society at large.